We are live. Oh,
yes, we are. No worries. Mark, do you want to take it over?
No, that's all you. That's your show, man.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to Minecraft Ed After Chat with your hosts for the evening. This is the place where we come to hang out after the Minecraft Ed Chat, which I'll cover something about that in a brief moment, but where we get together with the hosts and we cover the highlights of the evening's Twitter chat. So Minecraft Ed is a Twitter chat where we focus on the educational value and educational impact of Minecraft in the classroom. Mark, myself, are the co-founders of Minecraft Ed Chat, and we regularly invite hosts every single week to join us and talk about a specific topic. Tonight's topic was gifted students and Minecraft. So I want to thank you guys, those of you who have joined us on the Minecraft Ed Chat, those of you who haven't, who are looking at it afterwards. Please join us every single week, hashtag Minecraft Ed. But that does bring me to one point that I do want to make. Within the next couple of weeks, I would say on the 28th, to be precise, we are going to be changing our hashtag, and our hashtag will actually be Minecraft Edu. So we're going to be taking over the Minecraft Edu community by storm. So please make sure that you join us there. Anyway, I don't want to go into detail on that right now. Please follow us on the Minecraft Ed Chat. But I want to introduce our hosts of the evening, not to mention our co-founder, Mark Grundell, and we have Spiri Howard, and we have Gabe Howard, who is also Spiri's son. So why don't you guys do us a favor and go ahead and introduce yourselves a little bit and let us know why you chose to join this Minecraft Ed Chat. We'll start with you, Spiri, and then we'll let Mark get right into his own introduction and the questions.
Well, this year, my gifted and talented students participated in Genius Hour, and many of them, their projects revolved around Minecraft. So I just wanted to learn more about it to see how I can incorporate Minecraft into our gifted and talented program. And I found your chat. I absolutely love coming every Tuesday night and joining you. There's some fabulous resources out there, and you both are great and wonderful resources as well. And as I was participating in your chat, my son, I would ask him questions about it, and he decided to join in as well. So it's so nice to be able to do something together with my teenager.
Excellent. Yep, Minecraft, bringing families together. I mean, here's a great example, right? Awesome.
It's 2009.
Yeah. I'm Mark. I'm a fifth grade teacher in southern New Jersey, and I've been using Minecraft for about a year. And for those of you who are familiar with the chat, you know that Spiri and Gabe are very active members in our Minecraft Ed community. They're there almost every week. Gabe, you're there unless you have jazz practice, but you know, we really enjoy. Yeah, we really enjoy having you guys, and you've added so much to our community, and I think you guys hosting this week's chat was just a phenomenal experience for us all, and it was a great chat. I felt a lot of energy in tonight's chat. Gabe, did you just want to quickly introduce yourself and say hello?
I'm a ninth grader. I'm from Stroudsburg. Love using Minecraft. Love using games for education. I'm happy to be here. Love being in the Minecraft chats every week. It's so nice to be a part of a friendly community, you know, and I'm humble. I'm humble to be here. So thank you guys.
Yes, thank you. We were humbled to have you as hosts as well. You guys did a phenomenal job hosting, and I think it's a Minecraft Ed first to have the child parent dual team host. I thought that was great. I thought it was great.
Tag team.
Yeah, the tag team.
Well, listen, I want to before you get into the question, Mark, if I may make a quick interesting point, is, you know, Gabe, we had this chat on gifted students, and one of the biggest themes that came out of this chat was in it giving you the opportunity to really share your voice. Would this be the type of chat that you mentioned you naturally gravitated towards it, but do you see that the chat and the entire ecosystem around teaching in Minecraft and using Minecraft for educational purposes is something that you get a lot of benefit from as a student?
Absolutely. Minecraft is so open-ended. Its community is just like exploding with content, like maps and like all sorts of texture packs. It brings people together because of the endless possibilities, and using it in the classroom with the teacher and everybody else. It brings a whole lot of people together. So having the ability to answer on this chat for gifted students, I think, was just absolutely wonderful. It gives not only the perspective of the teacher, my mom, for example, but it also gives perspective on what an everyday student goes through. So,
Excellent. Excellent. All right, Mark.
Excellent. So yeah, let's hop right into question number one. Question number one was just about districts' opportunities for gifted and talented students, such as what sorts of programs are being used. Um, and this was a great question because I didn't realize that there are so many models for gifted and talented. When we were having our discussion, we were just talking about push in and pull out, and I was learning about congregated gifted and talented. I was learning about all these new terms. So, Spiri, if you just want to share what sorts of models you use in your school district and how that creates opportunities for your gifted and talented students.
Sure. I work for a cyber school, so it's a bit different for our particular district. We have, and we're fortunate to have, our own gifted and talented program. So starting in second grade, students are able to request gifted and talented language arts classes and courses. In third grade, that would be their first year where they would have their own classroom in essence. So third grade, they would be able to participate in language arts, gifted and talented language arts, gifted and talented science, gifted and talented math. Also, fourth grade, fifth grade, all the way up to eighth grade. I think I was surprised this evening when so many commented that they didn't have a program and that the emphasis and the focus was primarily on struggling readers or writers or students in general. But yet the gifted child is really kind of overlooked and not really given anything to quench their curiosity. So that's what I took away from our chat this evening. I just was amazed that we're so focused on those struggling learners that we're missing that opportunity to really become creative and to really empower those that are truly gifted. So
yeah, absolutely. I think that's been a big issue in education for so long, as we've been focusing on the struggling learners and not challenging our most gifted students. And I think another issue is that oftentimes we perceive behavior as connected to ability. And I think many of our gifted students have a lot of ability, but their behavior does not necessarily match the the grades or whatever it is, the requirements in order to get into a gifted program, and they're just not engaged. Our most gifted students are bored and they're not engaged. And Benjamin, who he had this great quote just about student voice equaling engagement, equaling emotions, which equals learning and retention. And that just Minecraft is a great vehicle for engaging our most gifted students, and so that they're not bored and they're not misbehaving, because we know that's what happens when we're bored. We get into trouble.
absolutely.
I'm going to throw a point from my own personal experience here. Growing up, I was diagnosed with ADHD, very severe level ADHD as a child. And, it wasn't the fact that I was, dumb or unintelligent or by any stretch of the imagination remedial. And I think I hate that word. I hate the term of the word, because I think, again, it becomes one of those buzzwords is we throw it at a problem that we don't understand. and it's not really the problem. And I was actually put into remedial classes, and it was about the opposite of what I needed. What I needed was that challenge. I needed to be able to sink my teeth into something that was above the standard trickle, as you had put it in question one. One of the points is, we often ask students to drink from a small trickled tap when what they really need is a strong faucet. And so I think a lot of it comes into play where we as educators using Minecraft, we actually get to see the potential. This is where Minecraft, I think, becomes so powerful, is we're no longer bound or restricted by a standard pathing of education that we have seen over the course of time. And now we see students in this free open zone where they can do amazing things and just show us their brilliance. And now we start to see our students as, hey, this student is gifted. I just didn't realize it yet. And I think that's a very important point that we all need to kind of take is in looking at our students. My opinion.
No,
I wish my teachers had taken that with me at any rate.
Yeah, it's not often that opinions are right, but yours is. No. this is
certainly not often that mine are.
No. Excellent. So, Gabe, our first student question, and I know we're not going to cover all the student questions, but I thought you had a really good answer for the first round of student questions.
Mm-hmm.
And, I just wanted to hear your perspective on, ways to get teachers more involved in incorporating Minecraft or games like Minecraft into, the classroom, into lesson or unit plans.
Yeah, like I said in the first answer, it's that this more applies to the teachers. Like, they probably don't know how to use the program or just set it up, like, in general. Like just now, I'm trying to set up the Google Hangouts. Like, I didn't know what to do at first. I mean, I got it all figured out. It just like, but once you get it all figured out, it's just then the communities just begin to form. It begins to take shape, and the students might. The students might need help, and the teacher might not know what to do at first, but they eventually all come around, and then the communities can really start to, kick off.
Yeah. So it's just taking that initial step and, just stepping out of the comfort zone and just, believing that there's potential and there's possibility.
Right, and students can, at one point or another, teach the teacher, hey, I know how to set this up. I know how to use Minecraft. And then the teacher said, let me hear it.
Yep.
And what the teacher should do is embrace that information the students are providing, embrace that they know so much. And then the teacher, maybe does a little bit research on his or her own, and then engage the students and give them activities that they can do to enhance their learning.
Absolutely.
This is a point that I think we shouldn't cut out. I think we should hone in on this point, because the question that we're referring to here, for those our viewers who are watching, is what are some of the reasons that teachers may resist incorporating games like Minecraft into the units of study? And I think I want to explore that a little bit more, because I think that's a valuable thing for our educators to really get their heads wrapped around. So, Gabe, you made a really, really good point there of how teachers can kind of grasp it and how they can overcome this. But let me ask you, Spiri, what do you find, and maybe from your experience before you became a Minecraft educator, what do you find is probably one of the most challenging things for new teachers to Minecraft?
I think there's a few different areas that they would find struggle in. Of course, the technology piece is huge. Being unfamiliar possibly with that game, how, as Gabriel said, set it up. But even more so, I see the struggle from a different perspective. For example, this year I had to present a proposal on how I was looking to incorporate Minecraft into our social study units. And excuse me, I had to present it to administration, and I realized that there were some that really could see the value and the worth, and there were others that were very skeptical. So, you know, having that buy-in, having your administration just support you on it, I think is probably one of the largest hurdles that you'll you know, come up against.
Any advice
also,
for dealing with that? What
you
research
know,
did you do? How'd you make your point?
the research that I did, I really, the way I envision using Minecraft in my classroom is to enhance the learning that we're already doing. So I'm using it primarily as a creative tool, if you will. So I was able to look at our unit of communities in social studies and find areas that Minecraft could be of use. So students would be, let's say, for example, reproducing Jamestown in the early 1700s. Students would be also focusing and building their world and focusing on different scientific things that we're covering throughout the year, like ecosystems and things. So I was able to kind of spread it across the disciplines a bit and make sure that it touched upon certain standards that were really important. But really just kind of using it as a tool where students can hone their creativity and, you know, kind of take it a step further than just reading about it and answering some questions, but really creating and broadening their horizons as well. So again, I think that the greatest hurdle is just having your administrator's support, you know, and doing that research and sharing the vision that you have. And how it would benefit the students. And in our case, many of my students, they already know so much about it. It was almost as if I was saying, it was truly a no-brainer. It was like our next step, our next venture to go into. So, you know, hopefully things will work out for everybody, for those that are looking to incorporate it.
Good advice. Mark,
Yeah.
you are also an educator using it in your classroom, who's been using it for a while now, but you had to overcome some of the same hurdles. Am I right? Would you agree with what Spiri said, and how did you handle it in your educational district?
Yeah, so I've received a lot of support from my administrator, I think, as his son plays Minecraft, so he was a little
That always
skeptical.
helps.
Yeah, it always helps. He was a little skeptical at first about the educational value, but he knew that it was something that students were engaged in, and we have a pretty good relationship, so he trusted me that I could, you know, incorporate it into our lessons, and, you know, not see it as something separate from our lessons, but as a part of our learning. My issue actually came in with the hardware. You know, we're running Chromebooks, so I needed to scrounge together some old Dell computers I think we had that we weren't leasing, and I was able to throw them in the back of the class, and we were able to set up a little LAN network in that way. And we still struggle with that, you know. I have kids bringing in their own devices. I was able to work with my administrator about allowing students to bring in their cell phones so that they can log in. So we have some students using Pocket Edition. We have some students using 1.8. We have some students using, you know, on tablets, some on iPads, some on cell phones. So we're running all different versions, even of Pocket Edition. Some are using version 14, some are using version 15. You know, it's all over the place. So we're having more of the hardware issues.
Okay.
But I can tell you that my students are excited and they take ownership of their learning, and they want to show me how they can accomplish this standard. They want to know what the standard is so they can show it to me in Minecraft. I've never had kids so excited about wanting to know what the 5th grade standard is in order to, I don't need to show it to you in a book, or I don't need to show it to you on paper. I want to show it to you in Minecraft, you know. And it's great. It's phenomenal. I shared a picture today of a girl who just made like a build of random creatures that she made, and she kind of turned them into houses, and she wrote a whole personal narrative about it, not a personal narrative, a fictional narrative about it, and shared it with the class. And this is a student who struggled socially, emotionally, and academically last year, and she's really come out of her shell, and she's really emerging as someone who probably would never have been identified as a gifted student, but she's becoming recognized as a gifted student, and I credit a lot of it to Minecraft. She tells me about how she plays with her brother now, where she used to argue and fight with him all the time. So we joked earlier about Minecraft bringing families together, but it's legit. It's real. It truly does bring siblings who might normally fight together to work collaboratively. Gabe's giving some funny looks. Are you playing Minecraft with your with your siblings? Yeah. Oh yeah. So my struggles, and it's a very real struggle for schools, is the hardware. When it comes down to it, it's all about that dollar. So we're slowly overcoming it, and hopefully by next year we'll be running a couple more computers.
Well, let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope. All right.
So listen, we're running fairly
Yes.
short on time because I think that the conversation is flowing very nicely. But because of that, I'm thinking that we skip a couple of the questions and jump to one that ties to what you were just talking about, which is Q4. So Spiri had written down a little bit of a quote, which I think is very, very important for gifted students as well as struggling students. So it's often gifted students' social expectations are wrapped inside an intricate web of thoughts and feelings that revolve around one central question, which is, I am different. Will I fit in? So the question is, how can Minecraft assist a gifted child's, or assist with a gifted child's social, emotional issues or learning? So, Spiri, you posited that question. I'd like to hear from you last. I apologize. I'm saying I'd like to hear from you last to tie that point off. Gabe, what are your thoughts in terms of some of the social and emotional learning or challenges that you've seen other people deal with effectively in Minecraft, and how Minecraft has helped that? Not saying that you have any of those issues. Just saying, have you seen it?
Well, students can use Minecraft, like, they can collaborate. They can use it as a way to escape from reality. I mean,
or the boring?
Yeah, like if like a class is just like you're sitting and you're drooling, like how it's boring. You just throw Minecraft into the equation, and then it's a different class. They can collaborate. They can they can do so much more. You've given them freedom, not too much freedom, but just enough. They can work together. They can make maps. They can make like real life working. Like they can make. I saw this one video. They can make a real video call using Redstone, like from your phone onto Minecraft, and it's just mind blowing how students can do that with with the assistance of teachers. They can collaborate. They can work together. They can solve mental and emotional problems.
And I
they
think
can build it, or they can use circuitry. They can form teams.
So, and that, I think, therein lies the ultimate point, am I right? Is that collaborative aspect, that where you have children sitting in a classroom facing forward, that factory floor mentality, once you put them in Minecraft, we are, as a Minecraft player, and I'll call myself a Minecraft master because I am, there is a natural tendency when you jump into a world of Minecraft to work together, to see somebody building something and want to go and help build it, to want to change this, to change that. Do you find that that's a driving force in your Minecraft classroom experiences, Gabe?
Well, we don't yet. We don't use classroom experiences yet. But I do have that feeling a lot of the time when I'm hopping on to servers or creative mode. That's what I like to go on there mostly. I feel when someone's made this awesome plot, I want to go and like add just some minor things. I don't want to like erase it all and try again, but I do feel the urge of wanting to help, and that's a main driving force. That's something everybody should like have and embrace, saying, I want to help this person as much as I can. And if it's already done, you then just suggest, hey, maybe you can add this, or here, how about you add this over here, or minor additions.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Mark, your thoughts?
Well, with assisting with the social emotional learning, I think communication and collaboration are key. When we're giving our gifted and talented students, a worksheet or even a little activity or project to do, it's not that challenging and it's not that engaging. And we might say, oh, well, it's a collaborative project. And we might pair them with a lower student, and they're supposed to communicate and share and teach that student. And yes, they're teaching. It's a higher form of, oh, we lost it. There you are. It may be considered a higher form of learning, but the truth is those kids are often bored, and they may struggle to communicate that learning, because for them it might be remedial, it might be basic, it's not challenging. So I think with Minecraft, just its open-ended nature, it forces students to create. Whether you're in creative or survival mode, there's no definitive, final solution. So you really have to create your own problems and solutions. And it just allows for that open freedom, and you do need to express yourself and be able to explain, this is what I'm going to do. So it really does force children to truly, meaningfully, we use this word today, and I don't think I'm throwing it around here, authentically with our peers. I'm stepping down off my soapbox now.
No, I think you're absolutely right. There was a comment came out about using authentic as a buzzword, but I think that's completely appropriate, especially when we're talking about children. I don't think it is a buzzword when we're talking about things that spiris understand and get. To them, it's authentic, and we need to put ourselves into that space. So, excellent point. Excellent point. Spiri, your thoughts?
Close it out.
Well, kind of along the same lines as Mark mentioned, I just feel that it's a way for the gifted child to feel that they're a part of something. Many times they just don't relate to their peers. They have such difficulty in social situations. Some of them, are extremely shy, while others just constantly want to take that leadership role. So it really provides so many different opportunities for them to work together with others, whether it be with a child that's struggling or others that aren't. It just kind of gives them a common bond. Maybe they're not in the same reading groups, or maybe they're not in the same classes, but they're able to just communicate with one another and have a good time with each other while creating and while learning together. And I think it just kind of breaks down those barriers a little bit, and that's extremely important.
Awesome point. I'll throw my thoughts in here. More in general on how Minecraft is kind of built and put together, how it really integrates itself well with people who are shy, with people who are unsure of themselves, with people who are, not so quick to raise their hand in class at a teacher asking a question. And I look at it in this way. So in Minecraft, if I say, and Gabe will get this right away, if I say, okay, we need to create something and it has to be white, immediately there are about 3 or 4 ways to make something that looks white in Minecraft. If I say I need something brown, there are about 5 or 10 or 15 different ways to make something looks brown. In Minecraft, what's very interesting is in the creative process, You have so many options. And so because we intuitively know this as Minecrafters, we know that we don't have to do things the same as somebody else. We don't have to be at the same level as somebody else. We can be comfortable with being different. And Minecraft really represents that as such a unique opportunity for me, is it gives me that opportunity to be different. If I want to tell a story or build an item, I'm going to build it differently than anybody else. And other people are still going to respect that. And I think that that gives students, and especially those who have some emotional difficulties connecting with other students, this opportunity to say, hey, I know I'm going to be different, and everyone's going to be okay with that in Minecraft. And hopefully Minecraft becomes this, scaffolding point for that to be the norm in every single classroom and every single environment. Thoughts? All right. Well, do we have time for one? Sorry, Mark, go ahead. Mark, are you with us?
Oh, you know what? My connection seems to be a little bad. I kind of missed what you said there.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are we closing out? Are we about done here?
I think, we have hit about 43 minutes after, so we probably
Yeah.
should tie it down. So what I think we should do is go around the room with final thoughts. So Mark, why don't you give us your final thought of the Twitter chat, and then we'll go to Gabe, and then we'll go to Spiri, and then I'll close it all up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say, if you're not using Minecraft, take the plunge in. Just jump in like Gabe said, And if you are using Minecraft in the classroom, just talk to your students about how it can be used to challenge them. You don't need to be the expert. Students will rise to the occasion. So ask them, listen to them, let them help guide their own inquiry, and yeah, just let them push themselves, let them guide themselves, and if you set the bar high enough, they will rise to the occasion. They will not disappoint you.
Excellent. Gabe, final thoughts on tonight's Minecraft Ed chat.
Final thoughts. Was a really awesome chat. Teachers should get Minecraft, use it to their advantage. The teacher, as well as losing a little bit of that control that all teachers have, and just working with students. It's not necessarily like, I am the teacher, I tell you what to do in this fashion. Instead, just let the teachers and the students work together in Minecraft, and it becomes, instead of like a year of just sitting at your desk for 180 days, it's just like an experience for 180 days. And it's awesome. It's cool.
It's cool. Excellent. Very well put. Very, very well put. Give up the grudge. Give up the control, and you'll be surprised. Spiri, how about yourself? Any final thoughts you want to leave for everybody?
Well, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to, take the reins tonight. It was a lot of fun moderating the chat together. But I just want teachers to know that it does seem scary at first, especially for those that maybe aren't as tech savvy or maybe aren't as familiar with gaming and with Minecraft. But I think we really need to focus on our students and do and incorporate things that they're interested in and find a way to really reach them and not to have those barriers block it at all. But, to really kind of, let it be teacher-driven, of course, but student-centered.
Absolutely. I think those who have a lot of experience in Minecraft, and I'm very happy to have an opportunity to work with them on a regular basis in conversations and discussions about how Minecraft is moving forward. Those who have the most experience really, it's interesting because when we're fresh coming into it, we think, oh no, I have to give up control. But realistically, you don't. It's just a shift in the control paradigm. It's really about just adding a level of guidance and allowing the students to kind of walk that path as opposed to that preset path. And it's more about it just not being a preset path. So, you know, you don't have to give up the way that you taught. I think, Spiri, the way that you explained it to your administrators was beautiful. You're not doing anything differently. You're just allowing a new tool, a new creative method, a new engaging element for the students to use to showcase their knowledge or to show you in a different way why they are gifted. So anyway, I will say no more that hasn't already been said by the amazing teachers, the amazing students, Gabe, Mark, and Spiri. We have lost Mark, but I do want to thank, on his behalf, both Spiri and Gabe for joining us this evening and hosting the Minecraft Ed Chat. For those of you who aren't aware yet, who may be seeing this for the first time, Minecraft Ed Chat is happening every single Tuesday over on Twitter using the hashtag MinecraftEd, and we follow a Twitter chat format of question, answer, question, answer, question, answer over the course of an hour. I will let you guys know, though, that on the 28th, as of the 28th, we are going through a transition, and we will be starting to use the hashtag MinecraftEdu instead of MinecraftEd. Now, we've spoken with a number of community members about this, and we feel it's the best way for us to really incorporate and synchronize the two sort of different communities that are going on. We've got the Minecraft Edu community and the Minecraft Ed, and we really want to bring balance back to the Force. Star Wars reference, just thought I'd had to do that. So, over the next couple of weeks, make sure you join us on Minecraft Ed, and then on the 28th, we will be having a very, very special hashtag Minecraft Edu chat with Mr. Stephen Isaacs, who is going to be our live representative at ISTE 2016. So those of you who are going to be at ISTE, have yourselves a blast. Mark and I won't be there, but we will be hosting with Stephen the Minecraft Edu at that time chat. And again, final thoughts, I just want to say thank you guys very much. Keep your gifted and talented students happy by giving them some amazing tools like Minecraft to play around with, to create with, and to enjoy. I hope that you guys all have yourselves a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. Bye, guys.